Alright, welcome back and thank you for joining our Waifu of Light as she now proceeds into the level 77 dungeon in Shadowbringers, Malikah's Well. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know how this thing is pronounced. It could be Malikah, which is probably correct, or it could be Malikah. Where I grew up, it would definitely be Malikah, and its title would be a contraction, not a possessive. As in, hey bro, how Malikah is? Malikah's well, she doing alright, I ain't gonna fly, bro, you know how she do. So yeah, for me it's Malikah, but I digress. Let's get to taking on Homegirl's Well. First off, as always, the music. Pretty chill here, which can be a problem if you happen to be sleep deprived. I mean, it ain't Snorcloak type ambience, but it is definitely a more ambient track than say Holminster or Katana Revel. Trash are insignificant in this dungeon, with nothing new to really pay attention to, so just burn them down as usual. I won't be mentioning them again. The first boss is Greater Armadillo. I think I would prefer to fight Armored Armadillo, to be honest. Stone Flail is a tank buster that will also spawn several circle AoEs afterwards, so be sure to avoid the falling rocks. Head Toss is a split damage attack, so find your cuddle buddies. Right Round is a point-blank AoE where Greater Armadillo will spin himself right round like a record baby, right round. So don't stand so close to him or else he's gonna hit you like a wrecking ball. There, 3 songs that have nothing to do with each other, as well as artists that should never be compared to one another. You're welcome. The trickiest part of this fight is going to be when he uses Flail Smash. Flail Smash is a proximity damage AoE that affects the entire room, however, it has 2 phases. The first is the initial proximity damage. This is immediately followed not only by several small AoE circles, but almost the entire floor is now a donut AoE. There's not a lot of time to avoid this, so get ready to sprint to the safe space. If you get hit with both, you're toast. As long as you can move quickly and avoid the numerous AoEs, you should be able to take him out, even if you can't cheese him with Electric Spark. Next up, after your typical garbage duty, is Amphibious Talos. Definitely a lot easier than the last guy. A Face is the typical tank buster. Well Bore is a large circle AoE around the boss, so get outside of it. There will be 4 large circle AoEs that form on the ground that will stay there for a bit. High Pressure is a knockback attack that hits the whole room for moderate damage. Get back to the center of the room ASAP though, because Talos will begin his next attack, Swift Spill. Talos will rotate in a circle and fire off a large cone AoE in front of him. Just stay behind his back and you'll be fine. He doesn't add anything new to this fight besides those attacks, and it's the same pattern over and over. Easy stuff. After the third easy wave of trash, we have Light Warden Storage. Not storage, just storage. Storage looks like he decided to take a vacation from Bayonetta and drop by the first for a visit. He's fun to have around for this fight, but he's on Malikah's turf, and she don't want no scrub, so let's send him packing. Intestinal Crank is a room-wide AoE that hits for moderate damage. It's also an idea that Soulja Boy rejected back in the day. Crank Dat Intestine doesn't have the same ring to it. Heretic's Fork is a 4-direction AoE. Just find one of the corners of the pyramid and back up a few steps and you'll be fine. Alexander had a similar attack, so if you did that raid, you should recognize this. Breaking Wheel is an arena-wide AoE with the only safe space being under the boss. Storage's major attack, though, is Crystal Nail. 4 crystal feathers will fall from the ceiling around the boss. Avoid the obvious AoE circles. There are 2 versions of this. One version will use Heretic's Fork, and the other will use Breaking Wheel. The boss will use one of these attacks followed by Censure. Censure will then begin a chain reaction among the rhapsodic nails flowing in a circle. So, if the boss used Breaking Wheel, each nail in succession will use Breaking Wheel. You've got plenty of time here, but just make sure to get in the safe zone for each nail. Once all 4 nails finish casting, the boss will cast the attack one more time. If the boss uses Heretic's Fork, each feather will summon the electric pyramids in sequential order. Due to the overlap with the corners of these pyramids, it may be tricky to figure out where you're supposed to stand, but don't panic. Remember, you've got plenty of time to dodge these and to figure out where the safe zone is for the next. Nothing to worry about. These mechanics repeat through the rest of the fight, so just keep wailing on him. He'll be dead soon. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Shadowbringers and FF14 content. See you next time when we tackle the 79 dungeon Mount Gulg.